Today we are going to talk about respiratory movement. So before going into the video, please subscribe my channel. Respiratory movement. The respiration is divided into two, inspiration and expiration. The lungs expand during inspiration. So during inspiration, our lungs will expand, and during expiration, the lungs will retract. So during inspiration, the air is sucked inside our lungs. So how that will happen? Because of increase in volume of the thoracic cavity creates a negative intrathoracic pressure which sucks air into the lungs. So during inspiration, our thoracic cavity's volume will increase. It will create a negative pressure that will suck the air from outside into the lungs. So for increasing thoracic volume, there are three ways. So the first one is we can increase vertical diameter. The second way is anterior posterior diameter. We can increase anterior posterior diameter. And the third way is to increase transverse diameter. So there are three ways: increase vertical diameter, increase anterior posterior diameter, increase transverse diameter. So this is the picture of a rib cage. Here we can increase the diameter in vertical direction. This is the vertical direction. Or we can increase in transverse. This is the transverse, that is side to side direction. Or we can increase in anterior posterior direction. So this is the anterior, the sternum, and this is the posterior, the rib cage. We can increase in anterior posterior also. So the first one is to increase vertical diameter, right? So how we will increase the vertical diameter? We can, when we inspire, the lungs will expand, and the floor of the lungs, what is in the floor of the lungs? That is diaphragm. The diaphragm will contract. So what happens when the diaphragm contracts? The diameter will increase. So in this picture, this is the diaphragm. This is the normal position of diaphragm, and when we inspire, the air will be inside our lungs. Then our diaphragm will contract and it will be in this position. So what happened? The volume of the cavity will increase, because at first the diaphragm was here, then it moved towards here. So we get a space more. So the volume increases. So for vertical direction, we can increase by expanding the floor of the diaphragm. So next about the anterior posterior diameter. In that, the anterior end of the rib, you can see this is the anterior and this is the posterior. The anterior end of the rib is lower than the posterior end. Here you can see that the anterior end is lower than the posterior end. The posterior end is here. You can see the anterior end is lower than the posterior end. Therefore, during elevation of the ribs, the anterior end also moves forward and upwards. So the anterior end, when the ribs elevate, what will happen to the anterior end? It will move forward and upwards. So it resembles to the movement of pump handle movement. So what happened in pump handle movement? You can see initially the place was here, then it moved. The handle was here in the initial position, then it moved upwards, same as like here. First the rib was here, then it will move upwards when it elevates. So the anterior posterior diameter is also referred as pump handle movement. So in this way the anterior posterior diameter of the thorax is increased. So next about the transverse diameter. In this, here you can see the middle of the shaft. So this is the shaft and this is the middle part. The middle of the shaft of the rib lies at the lower level than the plane passing through the two ends. So there is a plane passing. So here you can see. So the shaft, the middle of the shaft is lower than the both of the end. So it is slightly lower than these two ends. So therefore during elevation of the rib the shaft also moves outwards. So during elevation the shaft, initially the this is the place, and you can see the shaft is slightly lower than these two ends, and during inspiration what will happen, this will move outwards, like upwards, take it outwards and upwards. So this movement is referred as bucket handle movement. You can see here the bucket, you can see the handle of the bucket, it will also move like this, right? So you can compare both this movement. So it is called bucket handle movement.